Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video we're learning how to make this beautiful Ankara blouse. So the features of this blouse is that it has a back waistline and it also has a peplum, and for the back you can see there are loops at the back, and I'll be explaining how I went about this step by step. The back neckline also has a keyhole back neckline. I'll be explaining it, so please don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and please drop a beautiful comment. Okay, so these are the things I'll be using. I'll be using about 6 yards of Ankara fabric, and I'll be using this lace, so you could get a chunky lace for yours. Then I'll be also be using for this my lace. I have about 2 yards there. Then for this is my my cloth gum. I'll be using about 2 yards of it. Then this is my hard gum, my boning. So for this boning, you also need a plastic boning for this, and you also need pliers. Okay, so what I'll be doing now, I will want to mark out my starting point for the top part and the side. So I'll just go ahead to mark out 1 inches for my starting point on both sides, and I'll go ahead to mark it round and use my pattern ruler to connect it for both sides. So after marking the starting point, the next thing I want to do is to mark out my bust, my width on the pattern paper. So how I'm going to go about that is that I will divide my bust round, which is my biggest measurement, by 2 inches, and I'm going to add extra 3 inches to it. So for me, my bust round divided by 2 is 18 inches. The bust round I'm using for this top is 18 inches, and 18 inches plus 3 inches is 21 inches. So I'm just going to mark it down and go ahead to use my pattern ruler to connect it. And after connecting that, I also want to go ahead to divide that measurement into 2, so which is what I have here. So we have drafted out our, so we are ready. So the next thing I want to do now is to mark out my neck width. So for my neck width, I have 3 inches, and for my shoulder length, which I'm going to mark out the 2, neck width is 3 inches and my shoulder length is 7 inches. Then I want to come down for my chest line. So how you get your chest line is your bust round divided by 6 plus 1.5 and 1 inches. So whatever I'm going to get, I'm going to mark it and ensure it's correct. Then I'll go ahead to use my pattern ruler to. So after connecting these lines, the next thing we want to do is to do our shoulder slant. So for my shoulder slant, I'll be working with 1.5 inches. So from my top, I'll come down by 1.5 inches and go ahead to connect it to the point where we marked our neckline of. So right now, the next thing I'll be doing is to mark my neck round. So I'm coming down for my front neck depth by 3 inches, and I'll go ahead to use my pattern ruler to connect it to my start point, the point where we marked our shoulder line. And the next thing we want to do now is to mark your vertical measurement. So for my vertical measurement, I'll go ahead to mark my bust point and my under bust. I'll mark this round and go ahead, use my pattern ruler to connect these lines. Connecting, what you want to do next is to mark out your nipple to nipple, which is also known as your bust span. So for me, I'll be using 4 inches for this, and I'll go ahead to mark it round, use my pattern ruler to connect the lines. And before that, I'll just want to mark out my armhole. So for my armhole, I will get the midpoint of my armhole. So what I get, I'm going to mark it and come out by 3/4 of an inches, use my straight pattern ruler, connect it, and go ahead to mark out my bust round. So for my bust round, it will your bust round divided by 4. Whatever you have, you mark it there and go ahead, use your pattern ruler to connect it. The next thing I'll do now is for my waist. So for my waist round, what I have for my waist measurement plus 1.5 inches is what I'm going to mark out for my waist and go ahead to connect it to the bust point. So that 1.5 inches, I'll divide it into 2 between that leg, and go ahead and mark out and connect it to and I'll go ahead to connect it. So after the next one to do is to mark at our side dart. So my side dart, the difference is the difference from the front measurement and the back measurement. So for mine is 1.5 inches, which I've gone ahead to mark it out. So what we want to do now is our under bust tightening. So for this under bust tightening, so for the round under bust tightening, you're going to measure what you have left. So that is what I'm trying to do. I'm measuring from the side to the center and first that leg, and what I have, still go ahead to measure from where the tape is left to the other part. So what I have there, I'm going to divide my round under bust. So for instance, my round under bust is 26 inches. Divided by 4, it will give me 6.5. So for instance, what I have here now is 7.5. So that is our under bust. There's an excess of 1 inch. So I just want to go ahead to share it in. So for this other part where I'm in, I'll just go ahead to mark 3/4 of an inch, and at the other part I'll go ahead to mark 1/4 of an inch. That is, I've shared the excesses, so my under bust will be tightened and I don't have any excesses there. So this is how I'll go about the under bust. Perhaps if you don't really understand this part, you could drop a comment and I'll try to my best to explain more. So that is how I'll go about the under bust, and after marking that, I'll just want to go ahead to use my pattern ruler to connect the lines. So please, if you've gotten to this part of this video, I just want to plead that you please like, subscribe and drop a comment. Thank you. So the next thing after connecting this under bust, the next thing we want to do is to connect the lines back to our waist that leg. So which is what I'm going to do. And one thing I want you to know is that, please, while placing your pattern ruler on this under bust tightening, you should please place your pattern ruler well, because if you don't place it well, your this thing bustier won't really form very well. So please just, so for this we're doing a princess dart for our bustier. So after connecting to the waist that leg, the midpoint where we came out by 3/4 of an inch on our armhole, I'll go ahead to want to use my curved pattern ruler to connect to it. So that midpoint there, I'll just go ahead, use my curved pattern ruler to connect to it. And after connecting to it, for the princess dart, I'll come down by 1 inch. So that 1 inch that I came down by, I will also go out from there and mark 1 inch and go ahead and connect this to the bust point. So you could see that while connecting, I extended away from the measurement we have there by 1 inch, and I'm going ahead to connect this back to our armhole. So that is that for our bust measurement. So the next thing we want to do now is our back waistline, because we are done with this top part. So before that, I'll just want to go ahead from that point we have there and mark out my yoke. So I'll use my straight ruler to connect it for my yoke. So that part will be serving as my front yoke part. And next thing, for my back waistline, I'll be coming down by 4.5 inches. You can make yours more, but I think 4.5 inches is okay for the back waistline. I'll be coming down by 4.5 inches for my back waistline, and I'll go ahead to mark it and connect it to my waist, just as you see. So after connecting this, I will want to extend my dart legs down and just go ahead to close up the dart, just as you can see. So with this, we are done with the front pattern and we're going to the back. So if you have any question on this front part, you could drop a comment on it and I promise to attend to it. So we are going to the back. So for our back length, we want to mark out our back length first. And for the back length, if you can remember our side dart, whatever measurement you have there, you minus it. So for me, I will minus my 16 inches, my half length measurement from 1.5 and go ahead to mark it out and use my straight ruler to connect it. So for this, your back measurement, you could actually measure your back and measure your front. You will see that there's a difference. So that difference is what we are trying to here mark out here. So the next thing I'm going to do is just as we did for the front, I'm going to mark out my shoulder length. So the shoulder length we're using for the back is same thing at the front, and I'm going now to mark out my chest line, which is also same thing for the front. So what I'm doing right now is just to use my pattern ruler to connect it. So after which we'll do our shoulder slant. So for the shoulder slant, we'll still be working with 1.5 inches, and for the neck width, we'll be working with 3 inches, same as the front that we did. And for my back neck depth, I'll be coming down by 1.5 inches, and I'll go ahead to use my curved pattern ruler to connect it. So for the back, the next thing we'll be doing now is to mark out our back with that. So before that, I would just want to extend my bust point from the back to the front. So I'll just go ahead, use my straight pattern ruler, extend the front bust points to the back, and after which I'll go ahead to mark out my bust point on my back from the center back. So I'll just mark out 4 inches, same thing, and mark out on the line which we extended, and go ahead to use my pattern ruler to connect it, and I will come out by 0.75 on both sides to mark out my waist dart. So this waist dart is the same thing as we did for the front. So the next thing I want to do now is to mark out my armhole. So for my armhole, I'll be getting the midpoint from the shoulder slant down, and I will go out by 0.5 inches and go ahead to use my straight pattern ruler to connect it. After using my straight pattern ruler to connect it, then I'll mark out my bust round divided by 4. Whatever thing I have there, I'll mark it out. Go ahead and use my ruler to connect it. And for the waist round, I'll mark out my waist round. So waist round divided by 4 plus 0.5 inches for the waist dart. And I've gone ahead to mark it out. So for my back yoke, what I want to do, I will measure from this point here. Let me zoom this in so you can get a good view. So from my chest line down there to where my tape is stopping, I'm going to measure up what I have, and whatever I have there, I'll go ahead to my back chest line and mark it there. And I will just want to go ahead to slant that down. So for this part, you could actually make yours straight, or you could mark your chest line, draw the line straight and connect the line to it. But me, I'll just want to mark it down just as you can see me to you. And another thing you want to note is that how down you this part it depends on how open the back is going to be. So after this, what I just want to do is to connect my dart leg to the line. So the next thing I'll be doing is my back tightening. After extending this line, I'll be going in by 1/4 inches on both sides. So this part is actually optional, but for me, I just want to like do a back neck and yoke tightening. So I'm doing this by 1/4 inches on both sides. That is, I'm tightening my back yoke by 1/2 inches. So the next thing we want to do now is our back loop. So because this is V-like, so for the down part, I'm going by 1 inches, and that up part I'm marking 2.5 inches, and I'll just go ahead to use my pattern ruler to connect it. So for this center, the down part, I came in by 1 inches and the up 2.5, and this is going to serve as our back loop. And the next thing we want to do now is our keyhole neckline. So from my distance neckline, I'll come down by, you could do 1.5 inches or 2 inches, and go ahead to connect it to that leg that you see me connect to. So after doing this, I'll just want to use my pattern ruler to connect this. So one thing I want you to notice that for the style, the back had a back waistline. So for this back waistline, you could actually follow the same process which we did for the front for the back waistline. But for me, I won't be putting a back waistline for my own. So like this now, I'm just trying to connect my chest line, and as I said, you could just go down to also, instead of making yours up just as I did, you could actually connect your back yoke down to the chest line. One thing you should just know, the only difference is that it's going to be more open. But for me, I just think I just want to come down a bit from my back yoke, and that is that. And I'll just extend my keyhole this into it, and that is that. So the next thing we want to do now is to cut out. So this is the end of the drafting video. So what will be coming up next is the sewing video. So please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and drop a beautiful comment. Don't forget, if you have any question, just drop it for me in the comment section, and I promise to attend to it. Thank you.